Okay, so now that we have a product that we've chosen, we need to build a funnel so that we can bring our audience into this funnel. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go ahead and use System.io to do this. Now I do wanna say, make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I have a little bonus for you.
Okay, so let's get started. This is System.io for those of you that have never heard of it. It's a great platform for us to kind of do everything in one place. So for System.io, I actually have a link in the description. You can go there and go ahead and get started for free. Once you get into System.io, you're going to go up here to funnels, and we're going to go ahead and build one from scratch. So you're going to go to create, and you want to build an audience. So that's the template that I usually go with. You want to give it some sort of a name, right? So in this case, because we chose the product of BioFit, I'm just going to call it BioFit. In the beginning, when you get your free domain, this is going to have some sort of hello or something random here, and then it's going to be .system.io. I'll show you how to change that, and if you have your own domain, then I'll show you how to change that as well. So stick around for that. All right, so I'm going to go with just build an audience. As you can see, it automatically gives us this two-step process, and we want to go in here and take a look at something that kind of, it seems simple. I like simple, so we'll go with something simple. And we're getting an opt-in page, so we want something that has this sort of first name and email already built into it. Okay, I like this one, so I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to hit select, and once you've done that, it essentially brings that one in. You want to go over here to the right hand side, and you want to go to edit page. Edit page brings you into the funnel that's there. And so right away, the first thing that I like to share with everyone is, because you want to make everything congruent, let's go back over to ClickBank and take a look at our offer, right? So when people go to it, this is what they're going to see. So I'm seeing purple, I'm seeing this sort of a light yellow. So maybe those are the kind of colors that we want to go with. So going back here, that means that I'm probably going to change this color and go with like a purple. And I'll probably leave that there, but we will definitely change what it sounds like. I mean, what it says. I mean, and again, we want to be congruent, so we can just kind of copy that right there and just place that in here. Stuff your face and lose weight, right? We'll get rid of this. We don't want that. And again, for congruency, I'm going to bold it, and I'm going to change the text color over to like a yellow. So again, now when people land on this page, and then they go on to your BioFit offer, it's not going to seem so foreign to them because they're kind of used to those colors. All right, so going back, again, because of these letters being yellow, I think I'm going to keep this yellow here. I want to see what else it is that they want to show. And because I'm not seeing too many things here, one of the things that allowed us to click this particular one is that there was a lot of tools on the website sort of affiliate page, right? We get to understand a lot of this. And one of the things that you can do is maybe we can give a free ebook. So if we go to the ebooks, look, there's apparently 4 that we can choose from. And depending on which one is more interesting for your target audience, I would say go with that. Because we talked about stuff your face and lose weight, I think that the best ebook is probably this one here, this favorite desserts. So I'm going to go ahead and download that one, and that's going to be the one that that I offer the clients in exchange for their email. So favorite desserts. And now, you know what? We can just we can do a couple of things here. Is we can take a quick picture, and by picture I really mean this screenshot. So I can come in here and I can say I want this, and we're going to save it. and I'm going to hit save, and now we're going to go back to ClickBank. Oops, I have so much stuff open. Not ClickBank, we're going back to here, and I'm going to add it in here. Right, and so now how do I do that? It's pretty easy. I grab this image, I'm just left clicking and holding, and I'm going to bring it right in there. It's going to ask me what to do or what picture to upload, and I'm going to go with the one that we just took a snapshot of. So it's there, I'm going to say insert, and there it is, right? We just brought the picture of that ebook. Now, of course, as you can see, look at that, we have a sort of an outline. So I'd probably go back and take a better picture of it, which I will do later. But for now, to continue on with the tutorial, we'll just go through this. Now, favorite desserts. What are some of the things that are going to happen here? Everything you're going to learn. Maybe when we go here, I'm sorry, not there. When we go to the free ebook, it might help us. And so table of contents, oh, so delicious desserts. They're all delicious desserts. So maybe since there's 27, that's something that we can mention, right? You can say, get 27 delicious desserts, something like that. We probably don't need this, so we're going to get rid of that. Actually, I don't even like how that looks, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to delete that there. I'm going to say we don't have any text underneath it, and maybe here we can say these desserts, or no, let's go with your mind will be blown with how delicious these 27 desserts are. Right, cool. Now we have something there. We've got this one. Now this is a little bit small for me. I kind of want it to be bigger, so I'm just going to go on the left-hand side. Oh, everything on the left-hand side is where you're going to get the settings for whatever you're clicking on. And so I just wanted to make that a little bit bigger. Here, start your weight loss journey today. I'm going to get rid of this and put an exclamation there. And here, instead of join now, I'm probably, by the way, you see how I click this and it changes this left-hand side? This is giving me access into the settings to that particular button. So I'm going to go down here and instead of join now, I want to say send me the ebook, I guess. Send me the ebook, right? Cool, that sounds pretty good. Everything's there. I like all of it. Of course, you're going to come down here. You're going to like replace this 2021, and we can say your. You can actually go with yourdomain.com, and that's good enough, right? Obviously, your domain means your personal domain. If you don't have a domain yet because you want to go the completely free route, you could just type in your name there, and that's fine. Okay, so now that we've got this set up, we want to make sure that everything is properly working. So I'm going to go over the settings. You see how this on the bottom, this search engine optimization, you don't really want it to be called landing page because landing page is going to be what people see up at the top here, right? So like this one's called Marketplace ClickBank. This is called free ebooks. So right now, if somebody goes to your page, it's going to be called landing page, right? And so I don't think that that's appropriate. Maybe we can call it favorite desserts, ebook. So that's the name that'll pop up on the browser when people go here. I'm going to leave these alone, but obviously I would highly suggest that all of you fill these in. Keywords are keywords in your niche. Social image. This is the image that whenever you get this link and then you send it to somebody, whether that's through a text or maybe like through an email, when they hover over that link, an image will pop up, and whatever image you listed here is the one that's going to pop up for them. If you have a pixel, you want to go into this edit header code and add your pixel here. This is a little bit more advanced. It's when you go down paid ads. I'm not going to go over that in this particular training, maybe in another episode of this, but for now I just want you to know where that code would go. Okay, now in terms of the button, we also want to do some checks on the button, and we want to make sure that you're saying yes, send form, and we're not going to redirect anyone. We're just going to say to the next step. That's what we want, to the next step. I never click the double opt-in. I don't think I like that. I think you would lose more leads doing it that way, so I try to stay away from it. Yeah, and so that essentially sets up this whole page, and you're kind of done with what you would call your squeeze page. So you go up to the upper left, save changes, and then you can exit back to your main spot. Now that we're here, this is going to be the link that you send people to. So I would probably say something like BioFit. That way the link is vegadaniel.system.io/biofit. So I'm going to switch it to that. I'm going to hit save, and that's done. So this particular page of the funnel is now complete. I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to do something a little bit different that you need to do. But let's go on to the second page. Now the second page is just going to be a thank you page. Now I'm going to go with this one. As you can see, there isn't that many options, so I'm just going to choose this one. And again, we're going to go over to the right. We're going to hit this little wand here to edit the page. And now that we're there, I'm going to remove that image. And I'm going to change the background to this back to that purple that we went with, because again, we're trying to match what's going on. I'm going to change this wording color to purple as well. And I should have highlighted it. There we go. This one as well. I'm basically getting rid of all the blue, and I'm making it all be congruent with the next one. So instead of thank you for subscribing, we can say congratulations on your ebook. Okay, so congratulations on your ebook. You will receive, we can get rid of that. Remember, simplicity, right? If you have a Facebook group, you can add that. I actually am not going to do that here, so we can just get rid of that as well. And here, let's give a little something. So we can say, if you'd like to get started today, then click the link below. Okay, now again, I'm going to take another quick look here. Obviously, they want us to listen to that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. But again, I'm gonna go back. I just wanted to see like what it would start with. So that gives me a better idea here. If you'd like to start shedding the stubborn, probably fat today, please click here below. Okay, and we are going to make that one purple as well. And now here, the button itself, I want to make the button purple. Actually, I want to make the button yellow because I want it to stand out. As you can see, that doesn't look too great. But maybe if I change the text color to, oh, that looks much better, I would say. Okay, so now I want to take a look at the button, and I want to make sure that that button is saying open URL. And we want to send that over to our affiliate link. So we're going to delete that. We're going to go back to ClickBank. And if we say promote, it's going to ask me. So I'm going to go with the deflect demo, and I'm going to say generate hop link. So there's my link. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come back over, and I'm going to make sure I paste that link into here. Okay. Now that should be set up in the sense of I can see that the moment that someone clicks on this, it's going to go to this URL. It's pretty much done. Now I want to talk a little bit about what we can do on this particular page. Congratulations on your ebook. We probably want to make it a little bit more detailed, and so we want to say, please check your email for the free ebook. Something. Make a quick note of if you don't see it, right? Yeah, if you don't see it, check your spam folder. Because sometimes it can go to spam, and I'll show you guys in a moment how to make it so that it doesn't do that. Again, we're going to switch this over to purple, and yeah, that's that. I actually feel like I would probably like this not to be here, so I want it up here, and that means that I'm going to switch it over to yellow. I think that probably looks better. And we'll delete this. And you see how easy that is, by the way? It's super easy. Now, click here to join our free community. Obviously, that does not go with what we're doing. So we're going to change what that says. We're going to say, click here to start our, no, just start your weight loss journey today. Yep, so that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to go up and say save changes. So before we leave, I also want to make sure that we take care of compliance issues, right? So we're going to grab this text field, we're going to put it on the bottom, and I'm actually going to just paste over some verbiage that I wrote earlier. I wrote it off screen, and so you guys can go ahead and read that if you'd like. And I'm going to put it about 12 in, yep, 12 font is probably good. I'm going to create some level of separation from both of them, so I'm going to add a margin at the top, maybe like a 30. Yeah, 30. I'm going to type, or yeah, I'm going to do it this way, make it a little bit faster. There's some separation now. So we've got our disclaimer. We talk about the video. We're letting people know this is, there's no obligation to buy, that there is no guarantees in terms of losing weight because it depends on them putting in effort. So again, it's just a quick disclaimer just so we can stay compliant. I'm going to go ahead and save those changes, and now we can exit out. And I always say that when we do this, double check your work. So you see this little eye here, it says view funnel. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me to the page, and I want to verify that if I click this, boom, it does take me to our offer. So perfect. I know it works. I know it was done correctly. Just a quick check. Now, I mentioned that I wanted to do something else. That something else is I want to make sure that you also start capturing these leads. And so what does leads mean, right? Leads is just saying potential customers. They're not your customers yet. Now, before we do that, we need to go over here to emails. We need to go to campaigns, and we're going to create. And this, because this is going to be in the fitness niche, I'm going to just call it fitness. All right, boom. Fitness is complete. We're going to go back to funnels. And now when I go into my BioFit funnel, I'm going to say automation rules, add a rule, funnel step from form subscribe. So that means the moment that they enter their credentials in this squeeze page, we're going to add an action. And that action is going to say subscribe to a campaign. What campaign? My fitness campaign. So now I can start an email list of people that I know are interested in fitness. Save the rule, and it's done. So as an example here, you can go, again, you can go into this particular squeeze page, you can say view funnel step, takes you to the test page, and now you can enter in whatever it is that you want to check. So we're going to go with, everybody knows my name is Daniel, and then that is my email that I tend to use for spam. So send me the ebook. And then it takes me to the page, which again, it did the right thing. That's exactly what we expected. And I'm going to hit it just one more time. Hey, it would have taken me to where I wanted to go. Perfect. So we know it all works. But now we've also tried to test whether that email was locked in or not. And so, boom, I can see that I do have my new email. And it's done. So I hope that everyone is happy with that. Okay, now I want to show you guys something that you can do to help yourselves out. If you go click on the avatar and then you choose settings, then you want to go to account settings. And here you can change what your subdomain is. So you can put your name here, maybe you can put your brand, your company, whatever that may be, and that changes your free subdomain to say whatever you chose, .system.io. Really, really helpful for anybody that wants to look a little bit more professional using the free plan. Of course, you would hit save afterwards. And the other thing that I want everybody to know is these mailing settings. Very important. So you want to have a professional email. So when you buy a domain, make sure that you buy an email with it. And you want to make sure that you verify that domain. And when you go here to setup, it'll help you do that. So yeah, after that, you would enter in your email address here, your professional email address. You would enter your name. I'm going to go with Daniel Vega, and then and if you want to use a test email address, like you send stuff to yourself, you can enter that here. As usual, you would scroll down, you hit save, which I will do, save, and you're kind of done with that. Now, in terms of the domain portion of it and verifying your domain for your email, this is really important. If you do not verify, then it is more likely that your emails will go to somebody's spam folder. So make sure that you do this. Now, how do you do this, right? Well, here's the DNS settings. You have to go to wherever you purchased your particular domain, and you have to go and create a CNAME record that has this particular name, and then in the value, you enter this value. So all you're really saying is you're saying, I want this to point to this, and so on and so forth. This is a little bit different because it depends on where you bought your domain from. It will be done a little bit different for everything. I had this account with a company called Wix, so I have to go to Wix and do this. But GoDaddy is where most people usually buy their domains, or Google. And so I can't really show you step by step on that one, but I can tell you that I highly recommend that you do this in order to get your emails into people's mail inboxes and not their spam folders. So another thing that I want to go over is the emails. If you go to email campaigns, look, as you can see, I've already got that fitness one created. So you want to go in there and you want to actually start writing emails that anyone who opted in is going to start receiving. And these emails, I'm going to make a completely different video to cover how you should go about these emails. I mean, I kept saying videos, these emails. But just really quickly, you want to add an email. Yeah, you want to get a subject line, whatever it is. In this case, maybe free guide is correct. And you go to use classic editor because I don't like the visual editor. You hit create and you can just simply start writing your email. If you want to add any attachments, like in this case, we're giving away a free ebook, you would download the ebook here, right? So hit download on that. And then once you've got it on your machine, you attach it through here. And here, you get sort of this standard code to help you out. So if you use something like that, that would mean that in my case, I would have signed up and my name was Daniel. So it's going to say, it's going to replace this whole line with Daniel. So you can say, Daniel, congratulations on your free ebook. I'll tell you a bit about my journey tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I'm going to make a whole nother video on just emails, but I wanted to show you in case you wanted to jump ahead a bit. All right, you would hit save, and you are done. Now, really quickly, you see how it still has this exclamation mark here? It's because you have to go over to the right and hit publish. Until you hit publish on your emails, they will not go out. And once you hit publish, you also have the ability to set like how many days you want the next, or the delay, I mean, for the next email, and so on and so forth. That way you could have, 10, 20 emails if you wanted to, and it would cover 20 days worth of emails. So yeah, I hope that is helpful to all of you. And let me know down in the comments if there's any questions that you would like me to cover that were not covered in this particular video.
At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I had a bonus at the very end. Well, I actually have the funnel that we just built down in the description. You can go download it, you can import it into System.io, and you can start from there.